morning and welcome to the VSA Couple of 5 Minute Morning Miner on Monday, the 15th of December. It's probably most people's sort of final week before Christmas, so let's see if we can get you some exciting news before we all call it a day. Paul, how are you?
Pretty good, thanks. Pretty good.
That's good. We always like it when people are good. It's better than being bad, isn't it? Right, we've
Yep.
got various little bits of news I would suggest today. Let's start off with actually one that I find, obviously, there are good reasons for this, but I find it rather disappointing though because it's Goldplat, and clearly with the gold price where it is, and by the way, today the gold price is very strong again. It's 43.43. Silver is well over 63. In fact, it's heading towards 64. It's 63.62. But Goldplat, unfortunately, they reclaim gold, but these results aren't too good. They've had a few problems in Ghana, haven't they, Paul?
Yes, that's right. But these are the annual results, and they are from back in the period ended June 30. So the recent price run up isn't reflected here in this, but it's still, you would think that it would have performed better over the 2024 numbers from June as well. Revenue was down by 22% to 56.7 million, and the operating profit was down by 62% to just 3.7 million. And overall profit for the year then was down by 73% to just 1.2 million. They did generate some pretty good cash though, so the margins weren't too bad. The cash rose from 4 million in 2024 to 6 million in June of 2025. So with that position, it's an improvement. And but they're still talking again about potentially getting this tailings project retreatment going there at their plant site there in South Africa. But we can remember that that's been part of the plan for Goldplat for well over 5 years now without really significant progress. So, with the issues they had in Ghanaian activity in that division, you would have expected better, I think.
Yeah, I think so. Anyway, uh, let's move on. Mkango. Now, we're obviously getting a lot of news out of Mkango at the moment because they're looking for a US listing, but they put another announcement out there, haven't they, on HyproMag, Paul?
Yes, this is that magnet recycling facility that they're setting up in Texas. They have made the announcement that they've repriced or the valuation on that particular project or subsidiary at $409 million US at current prices. And that specifically, this is to set a new valuation for, I would think, for what the pricing of the IPO might be in the U.S. market, which they intend to pursue this next year.
Yeah, I mean, I think obviously, if they're going to get a US listing, then that probably will give it another bump up. But I mean, rare earths has been the story very much, as it suggests, for 2025. Just remember, rare earths aren't actually that rare. But the Chinese are exceptionally good at processing them, and that's obviously the exciting bit here. But I mean, there's a lot of companies I'm talking to now in the mining space, fairly junior miners. They're all looking to list on the US because they can get much higher valuations, and that's an interesting trend that I dare say we're going to hear more of in 2026. But there you go. What else do you want to talk about?
This major update on the definitive feasibility study for the Doropo gold mine, released by Resolute Mining, which is dual listed, including London. And Doropo Gold Project is in Cote d'Ivoire, which they had picked up back in 2024 when Centamin had it back then. This particular mine plan is for a bigger operation than the old one from last year. 55% more volume to be treated, even as the mine life has been extended by a further 3 years to 13 years. It would produce 170,000 ounces a year for total production over that mine life of 2.2 million ounces. Grade is about 1.3 grams per ton in the overall reserves and resources. So, all in sustaining cost down there nicely at $1,300 an ounce, which would be second quartile really, and the capital cost is really quite nominal, really, at $516 million for this size of operations to treat almost 5 million tons a year of ore. So looks like a pretty good DFS, I'd say.
Well, that's good then, isn't it? I also took little things. I see Conroy Gold started drilling in Northern Ireland for a bit of news flow and gold. What do you think of that, Paul?
Yes, that's right. They've held this Conroy Gold project for quite some time now, and there has been a historic. They had published a resource on it some time ago. This is a continuing drill program, 2,000 meters this time, but they are testing one deep hole at this point. And they do know or have known for some time that there is anomalous amounts of antimony as well at Clontibret that they haven't really paid much attention to previously. But with the run up in price of antimony and interest among the mining community in it, they are doing this at this time. They have also put a second drill rig into the program in order to further assess things going forward. Again, this has a 517,000 ounce resource that they did a couple of years ago on it.
Yeah, nothing beats a bit of domestic mining, doesn't it? We sometimes forget there is domestic mining, and there's be it Northern Ireland, Scotland, Cornwall, Devon, and other places. Okay, anything else, Paul?
Just to say that it was announced in the middle of last week that a judge had ruled that Barrick should get its gold back in Mali. The Malian government had seized about 3 tons of gold of Barrick's from its Gunkoto mine project under this tax dispute. But now that this dispute has been apparently resolved, a judge has ruled that Barrick should get it back now.
Yep, it's always good to have a bit of good news coming out of Mali because that obviously also helps our client, Panthera Resources. Okay, very good. We'll call it there, Paul, and we'll be back tomorrow. Thanks.
Very good. See you then.
This podcast has been produced and edited by VSA Capital. It is intended for information purposes and not as investment advice. The information is intended for recipients who understand the risks associated with equity investments in smaller companies. Please do your own research and do not rely on a single source when making an investment decision. VSA Capital may derive fees from this content and seeks to do business with the companies mentioned.